Hi, I'm Dr. Boyd, and this is Dr. Christina Branshaw, and we have our Facebook question of the week. This question comes from Shaughnessy. She wants to know, what are some things I can do to clean or soothe my allergy-prone dog's skin in between groomings? Quincy's fur gets a little flaky, even with his fish oils.
Wow, lots of stuff to talk about with this one, from food to supplements to bathing. To start out with, we can talk about some shampoos that are the most beneficial in allergy-prone dogs.
Sounds good. The thing to keep in mind is to use soap-free shampoos. Not all shampoos are created equal. You don't want to use the human products, even the baby shampoos. Oftentimes there'll be different pHs than what we want to use. And the soap shampoos are very drying. So the sorts of shampoos that you could use, there are hypoallergenic shampoos such as this one. There are plenty of brands. You don't need to get this brand, but this works quite well. Some other non-soap shampoos would be this sort of essential fatty acid shampoo. And you'll often find certain shampoos have aloe and oatmeal, and I think they're time proven. They seem to work. So remember, with dogs with allergies, they can be bathed frequently. And I think this owner even mentioned, Shaughnessy mentioned that the dog must be doing better after their groomings, which I assume is the bathing part. I don't think clipping helped these dogs. So if the bathing's helping, it's either because the shampoos are moisturizers, or it's the water, and it's the rinsing. We know that if we give itchy dogs simple showers with water, with a hose, they itch less for 3 or 4 hours. So the more often you bathe or shower, the better, right? There's another product, or multiple products like this. This is think of it as a Kerry lotion for the skin. What it does, don't spray it. Don't spray it right on the hair coat because it'll just get on the hair coat, and you don't need to moisturize the hair. What you can do with those is you can take several capfuls and put it in, say, an empty milk carton and add water, shake it up, and pour it on the dog after you've bathed. Then that'll get down to the skin. It gets through the hair, to the skin, and it moisturizes the skin much like Kerry lotion. So that worked very, very well. What are some other, okay, so that's shampoos and stuff. Now there are some other supplements and medications over the counters that people can give that would dramatically reduce the itch in many dogs. And why don't you go over some?
So, as Quincy's mom mentioned, fatty acids are one of the main things that we can use in allergy-prone dogs. It really strengthens or helps to restore the oils to the skin coat and tighten the barrier, which the barrier of the skin tends to be an issue with allergy dogs. You get inflammation, which then causes a breakdown in the skin barrier, which makes them more prone to skin infections, to dry skin, and so on and so on. So the fish oils are a great start. Besides that, we have things like Benadryl or other antihistamines that are great to use in dogs. Very different dosing in dogs, so important to talk to.
This particular one that we have is 50 milligram diphenhydramine. That's a generic Benadryl. And I don't know if you can purchase 50 milligram over the counter. I think it's a prescription strength. But over the counter is 25 milligram diphenhydramine. Get it at any drugstore, I believe. And you don't need to buy the Benadryl trade name. And dogs' doses are 1 to 2 milligrams per pound of body weight. So that's way more than people take. So if I was to take 1 to 2 milligrams per pound, that'd be a lot of Benadryl. I'd be exhausted. But dogs don't seem to respond the way people do. So feel free to give more than you think you would personally take.
And beyond those two supplements, you can also make sure that your pet is on a current flea preventative, parasite preventative. There's allergy dogs can be very similar in clinical signs to dogs with ectoparasites or mites or fleas and etc. So It's very important to rule out those conditions.
The thing is, if you have an allergy dog, the dogs aren't itching and chewing the skin because of the flea bite. They're itching and chewing the skin because of the reaction caused by the flea bite. So a single flea, you may never see the flea, one flea in a week, and that triggers an allergic reaction. And so put these monthly products on or give them the pill by mouth in the dogs every month like clockwork, even if you don't see fleas. It doesn't matter. Give it every month. It also prevents other internal parasites. And what you mentioned parasites, there are other ectoparasites or parasites that can be on the skin. So After you've done these things, if your dog is still itching in between, or has flakes or scales, go ask your vet, because very, very often there'll be another sort of parasite there, a mite, or there'll be a skin infection, which is probably the most common sequela to any itchy dog, is getting a skin infection. As Dr. Branshaw mentioned, when the immune system is suppressed and you go from inflammation, so you have an allergy, causes inflammation of the skin. Inflammation of the skin suppresses the local immune system. Then you can get parasites like mites set up camp. You can get infections from bacteria that normally wouldn't cause anything. So in that case, antibiotics help tremendously. I think that pretty much does it. Okay?